How y'all doing out there, YouTube? If you're new to the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be dropping some new content. I'm going to be putting out some content. I know it's been a while since I dropped a video on y'all, so I'm going to go and hit y'all with a little video today. Hopefully, maybe this will help somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to talk about, how I quit the streets, man. I quit the street life. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about how I got out the game, how I got out the streets, cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't look back. You know, I went legit. I didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, maybe my story or just maybe my testimony on how I did that, maybe it'll help somebody out there who going through a struggle, or maybe they want to get out the game, or they feel like they stuck in a cycle, or they addicted to the money. You know what I'm saying? And they can't let it go right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. Man, I kind of wanted to give you the backstory first, though. So I got out of prison in 2019. You know what I'm saying? I got out of prison, and on my way home, I was preaching against going back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was actually telling myself everything I could tell myself to keep myself out of the streets. I was telling myself, hey, man, you a hustler. You can hustle any type of way. You ain't got to just hustle that way. You know what I'm saying? I've been hustling. I've been in the streets hustling since I was like 14, 15 years old. From 15 to 16 is when I really, really got my feet wet. But from 14 to 15 is when I kind of like jumped off the porch. I've been hustling in and out the streets since then. And I always felt like from the beginning of me doing it, I always felt like, you know what I'm saying, I was better than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I had something better, a better purpose to fulfill other than just, you know, grinding in the streets and hustling, and you know what I'm saying? So I would hustle for a while. I have me a little run, and then I would start having like moral dilemmas within myself, because I start feeling like I'm better than that. You know what I'm saying? But every time times went hard, that's what I went to. That's what I knew, like, to get some money. And when I was in the streets hustling, I was out there really thugging too. So, you know what I'm saying? It was one period in my life where I was just really, really in it, like doing anything to get some money, like taking money. Like, I was really, really out there. But once I found my lane as just a true hustler, and I played by hustler rules, and I started just really hustling, you know what I'm saying? I stuck to that, you know what I'm saying? So I came home in 2019, you know what I'm saying? And I did everything I could to not grind, like not run straight to the streets and start grinding. Like, because I believe when you get out anyway, you got to peep the scene. You can't just really just jump out there head first, because you'll go right back to jail. You don't know really what's going on. You don't know who done flipped, who done start talking to the laws. You don't know what's really going on in the streets. So you kind of gotta peep the scene for a minute, right? So 2019, I came home. I didn't touch nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing illegal. I didn't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I got me a job, and I started using jobs. I started getting different jobs, and I got me a job, and you know what I'm saying? I started doing my thing like that. You get a good job, you lose a job, or you quit, you know what I'm saying? Because basically I'm doing stuff I'm not passionate about, right? So boom, fast forward a little bit. I finally get to a job it's cool. It wasn't, you know, my dream job or nothing, but it was sustainable. It kept me living. You know what I'm saying? It did what I needed it to do, right? So I'll never forget this, bro. One day I got off work, you know what I'm saying? And in my hood, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of hustlers, a lot of legends, and a lot of gangsters and OGs come out my hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? So one day after work, I think I was in the hood. I pulled up in the hood or something for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Probably to get me some smoke or something, because I was smoking weed at the time, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was smoking a little tree at the time. So I pulled up in the hood, and I pulled up at the car wash, because at this time the car wash was still jumping, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what was going on this day, right? But it seemed like all the ballers was out. You know what I'm saying? All the slabs was out. If for those of y'all that don't know what a slab is in Houston, when we fix up an old school car and we freak it out, we freak out an old school car, put rims on it, put paint on it, do all that, that's a slab. You know what I'm saying? So all these slabs was out. Like all the ballers, they out there with their big piece and chains on. And this probably had been like, I probably had been home close to a year, but not all the way like a year, but close to a year. And I was out there, man, in my work uniform and, you know what I'm saying, my steel toe shoes, and these ballers was out there, everybody out there in their cars, and I just kind of felt it in my heart right then. Like, I felt like Ace Boogie, man. I felt like Ace Boogie when he was working at the cleaners. Like, I felt like I wasn't on point. Everybody else was on point, but I felt like I was lacking or something. Like I was out of there. So I felt it in my heart right then, just looking at everybody balling and knowing the type of dude that I am, right? I was like, I know I'm gonna start back hustling, cause I'm sitting out here looking bummy. I feel like Ace Boogie. I feel I'm sitting out here looking bummy. Just got off a job that's barely sustaining me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody out here balling, living carefree. I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, I know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? I felt it right then. So fast forward, I end up getting into an argument with my then girlfriend, which is now my wife. You know what I'm saying? We end up getting into an argument about some money. And after that was it, bro. Like, cause I don't know, as a man, I just felt played. Like, I don't argue. Like, I ain't never just had no argument with no woman about no money. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I turned up. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I turned up. I had me a run from then to about two. I had me like a good 5-year run, right? But at this time, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I was doing my thing. I had me a spot away from me and my wife's spot. You know what I'm saying? I had another spot where I was, doing my thing, getting money, and I was really in it. So boom, I ended up catching the dope case, right? I ended up catching the case like 2 years into it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even really on me. It was on somebody else though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ended up doing business with them, and then they ended up doing business with somebody who was a law, and then they ended up telling on me. So boom, I'm fighting the case. I ended up fighting that case for like a year and some change. But I had a baby on the way. My wife was like 7 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby on the way. I had some bread tucked away too. And I just told God, like, man, if you get me out this situation, because I ain't trying to go to jail with a baby on the way. And I had already been to prison like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to go down again, So they was trying to give me 6 years. So I just told God, like, man, if I get out this situation, I quit. You know what I'm saying? So lo and behold, after like a year and some change of fighting the case, I was able to finagle my way, because the judge was trying to give me 5 to undercut the 6. But and that wasn't even a bad deal. That was actually a good deal, because I done already been to prison 3 times. So that really wasn't a bad deal, but I got too much going on in the free world to go sit down for 5-6 years, right? So boom. Some kind of way I was able to finagle and get probation out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? I gave my lawyer some bread, and we was able to finesse probation, right? So I got to stay free. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for that. I told God I was going to quit. So after I got the probation, I ain't going to lie, I still was running for about a year and some change, maybe about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Maybe about a year and a half, I still was moving and shaking, right? And then one day, and I knew it was starting to bother me, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like a parasite. Like, in my community, first of all, I was doing dirt in my community where I'm from. So it's like you poisoning your community, right? And I felt that. But when I started seeing people die, like people that, you know what I'm saying, some of my stains, and, you know what I'm saying, some of my licks, start dying off, you know what I'm saying? And me, when they die, I just delete their number out the phone, you know what I'm saying? And go on with my life. Like, and that kind of felt parasitic. Like, I felt like I was feeding off of people until they die. And then I just find somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to take their spot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a parasite. And then I see somebody that I met a year prior. And after a year, now, like, I met them a year ago and they was healthy looking. They had a habit, but they was healthy looking. And then I meet them again a year later and they, like, barely can walk. They on walkers, wheelchairs. They looking bad. And I just started looking at it like, I'm killing these people. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm killing them. Like, look at them. Like, bro, look at them, bro. Like, I'm killing them, dog. Like, and it started messing with me, you know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, even though I'm doing these things, I still want to be a high vibrational person, right? I still want to go work out. I still want to eat right. I still want to educate myself. I still want to read. I still want to improve who I am as a person. So the streets is I ain't gonna lie, any way you cut it, the streets is low vibrational. So you can't be, in my opinion, you can't be trying to be a high vibrational person and be in the streets that's so low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Because that don't go together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to go to the gym in the mornings. I got Stangs calling me while I'm at the gym. I'm like, man, I'm at the gym working out. You know what I'm saying? And then, I'm trying to put myself on a schedule to eat my meals and eat right. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to read at the trap house. I'm trying to read. Like, it just didn't go together. It didn't go together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I was going to really change my vibration and be a high vibrational person, I got to let go of the things that's really not serving me no more. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the money was cool, but if you a hustler in the streets, you know right now what I'm talking about. The money's slow, bro. It's slow, bro. Unless you got multiple streams of income in a spot, like if you got a one-stop shop, or you just really, like, it's slow, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make money. Yeah, I had days when I'm making 2,000 and, you know what I'm saying, in a day, but that is really, it's not like it was, bro. It's slow, bro. So it's like the risk, see, in the 80s, in the 90s, the early 2000s, the risk and reward of being in the game kind of equaled each other out. You ain't tripping on the risk because the reward was so great. You can get rich pretty much. But now it's like the risk is still very, very high and the reward ain't as good as it was. So I don't know, it just didn't make sense no more. And I knew it was something I kind of had to let go, especially once I really jumped into the barber game and started, trying to be a personable guy and market myself as this public figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just something I had to let go. So one day, and this how I knew it was cold turkey. One day in December, right before Christmas, man, I just woke up one day and was like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't copping nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Like, I'm just done. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I needed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christmas was coming up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make it rain, but I just was like, whatever. Like, I'm done. Like, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? I told God I was going to quit anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I just went cold turkey. And the people that was calling me, I just told them, like, I was done, bro. Like, I just told them I was done. Some people was saying they was proud of me, but some people was, like, mad at me. It's all good, though, because, I don't know. I'm just trying to change my vibration, bro. Like, being on a higher vibration, like, I had to let that go. You know what I'm saying? Cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? Cold turkey, bro. So, I just wanted to put that out there to let it be known that it can be done. I went cold turkey, and I've only been doing nothing but legit barbering, cutting hair, getting to the money like that because, bro, it's an honest living. You know what I'm saying? It feels so much better. Yeah, I'm still on probation. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on probation, and God say the same. I'll be off probation the end of this year. You know, I've been doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be off of that. You know what I'm saying? But me being able to be out here with my son and with my wife, and just be out here to be able to keep going and pushing every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's priceless, bro. So to all y'all out there that's struggling, man, if you're trying to get out the game, or you just having thoughts, or you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, because it's not easy being out there. You babysitting the game, you babysitting the streets, and they expect you to be Santa Claus, and but put your foot down, handle your business. But if you want to get out that game, have your plan. I had bought me a truck. I bought me a truck and a trailer, and I started a business. Do you something like that. Start you a business and get out the game, or just find you something else to do and get out the game and stay free. You know what I'm saying? Because the risk is still high, but the reward ain't what it was. Now, you're going to have some people that want to argue me down and say, I'm still eating, and man, I'm cheering for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you. I root for the underdog. I want you to win. So, you know what I'm saying? But this right here, hopefully I touch somebody and let them know that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? You can wing yourself off of it cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? And do this thing the right way. It's Face the Barber, man. You know what I'm saying? Face_the Barber on Instagram. If you got any questions and you want to chop it up, you need some more counsel or some more insight on this, just holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out some of this content I'm finna hit y'all with. I'm also, you can catch me on Barbers Talk Worldwide podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the co-hosts. I be on there all the time. We on there having a good time. So get it. Go check us out. You can go to that YouTube page and check me out on there. Barbers Talk Worldwide podcast, man. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'll get at y'all next time.